Back now with Michelle Graff and Jesse Marceau of Care Patrol. We've been talking about all these wonderful services that are out there for people. How do people get a hold of your organization in order to get this process started?
Right. Well, they can just give us a call. I mean, we have a local number, so they can give us a call, and we're happy to answer the phone at any time.
And let's say I have an elderly parent who needs to be moved to an assisted living facility, and I make that phone call. What's the first thing I'm going to hear? What are you going to tell me? How does the process start?
Most likely you're going to get Amy on the phone. She answers most of our calls during the day, and she'll ask a few questions about who you're calling about, who you are, how we get a hold of you, contact information. We try to get a little one-on-one about what's going on with your loved one. So we have a good idea of what direction, whether, geography-wise, care-wise. We'll ask some questions about finances, what their budget is, and then go from there. And typically, Amy will hand off the person to one of our senior care advisors who's specially trained and able to do a full care discovery of the individual's needs. Once they make recommendations based on that individual's needs, they'll look up the state survey data. They will tour by the person's side, take them out to see the assisted livings, tour by their side. If it's a home care agency, they'll make some recommendations on that. And then we follow through after they move in to make sure everything's going well, and keep in touch to make sure that they continue to receive the care that they need and deserve.
Are there legal ramifications here, legal considerations that you have to be aware of? In other words, what would prevent, say, my son from calling you and saying, I want to get my dad in a home? Just because he wants, the insurance policy or the house or whatever.
Right. Well, at the end of the day, even if we followed through and did that, at the end of the day, the person who is their own decision maker has to sign the paperwork to move somewhere. If you don't agree to move somewhere, you don't have to. So unless your power of attorney is activated, that's the only way anybody else could place you in an assisted living or any other care situation.
Okay.
You're safe.
Yeah, for now anyway. These days you hear horror stories about the costs of assisted living. What's it going to cost?
Yeah,
and I know there are so many different levels.
It is true. The costs are high and they are going up right now, just given inflation and the caregiver shortage. So costs are going up. It depends on the individual's care needs. I mean, it can be somewhat affordable in the 3,000s if it's a minimal care need. And for somebody with a lot of care needs, maybe severe dementias, it can be in the $7,000 to $8,000 a month range. But there's programs to help pay for it as well. If you're a veteran, there's an aid and attendance program for any veterans who served during wartime. They didn't have to be overseas, but just served during that wartime, that the VA helps supplement and pay for care, which is a great benefit to some of our clients. People can also convert large life insurance policies into funds to be able to get into care situations. And many people use the equity in their home to be able to pay their way into assisted living care situation that they need.
Because you could be talking here $100,000 a year.
Correct. Yeah.
So where do these people get this kind of money? I mean, not a whole lot of people can come up with that.
Right.
And that's only for 1 year.
So a lot of people can come up with about 2 years using the equity in their home and their income.
Yep.
And then we do, in the state of Wisconsin, we have a system called Family Care, which is a Medicaid-funded program that helps pay for care beyond that time frame. So if somebody runs out of funds and they're not able to pay for their care, but they truly need the care, the state funds through the Family Care program.
So after 2 years, you're protected.
After 2 years is kind of the magic number to have more options of places to go.
Yeah.
But at any time, if you are impoverished, you are able to apply for Medicaid and get into the family care system if you truly are in need of care.
When that kicks in, do you then get moved out of the facility that you were in and maybe put into a lower, I don't want to say service, but...
That happens to a lot of people, and that's one of the benefits that we bring, is that we help match people's funds up with their care needs so that they don't have to move.
People, and I keep on going back to this because, we did say that there are so many people now with Alzheimer's and dementia. Do we have enough facilities for these folks, or is the problem just kind of overwhelming us right now?
It's tight in Green Bay.
Yeah, it's definitely tight in Green Bay. We could use some more in Green Bay for sure. We're still able to, give some great options to the families that we work with, but it's definitely a lack of communities in the Green Bay area.
Yeah, and especially in the outlying areas. When you start looking up into the Door County area, we move people out of Door County down into the Green Bay and Fox Cities area because there's just literally no places up there. There are some, it's just that they're very full and have long wait lists. So people are moving more into the cities to be able to receive the care that they need.
And we still haven't gotten to the bottom of that Alzheimer's and dementia and what's causing it, but it's just, it's burgeoning.
Right. Yeah. That's why we're focused on the dementia-friendly communities and the memory cafes and support services for caregivers to try to keep people safe as long as possible in their homes.
Well, it is Care Patrol. Ladies, thanks so much for joining us this morning. Much appreciated.
Thank you for the opportunity.
If you have a newsmaker in your town who you think we ought to know about, let us know about it. Send us an email at tips@wearegreenbay.com, or you can message us on Facebook. And be sure to join us once again Sunday morning at 7. Until then, have a great day.